evening and welcome to another edition of GP Sport. For today, I'm Jadon Samuels. Thanks for joining us. We begin the cast with some powerlifting news. Records tumble in the final of the 2019 Senior National Powerlifting Championship as Romario Gonzalez and Tanisha Tony were adjudged the best lifters. Stanford Howard tells us more.
St. Stan's Lodge College was converted to a jungle gym on Sunday as Guyana's best powerlifters converge in what was the last competition of the year. 37 records were shattered overall. It began with a 700 pounds deadlift mark by former Caribbean Championship gold medal winner Vijay Rahim. The talented 27-year-old finished first in the 74 kg men open equip, after squatting 287 kg and bench pressed 182.5 kg for a total points of 787.5 kg. Rahim's bench press as well as his total points secured were also national records. In the female division, 45-year-old Jacqueline Tony won the 84 kg women's open raw division with a record in her squat 140 kg, bench press 62.5 kg, deadlift 147.5 kg, and her overall total of 350 kg. Tony also won the open raw division in the same weight class. There were two other women's division, the 72 kg women's open raw, which was won by Shita John, and the 84 kg women open raw, which was won by Esther Maycock. The men had the bulk of the records-breaking performance, and several of the established names were able to excel. Jeremy Intradat, who won the 64 kg class of the men's sub-junior raw division, powered his way to a record-breaking victory in the squat, 172.5 kg, the bench press, 85 kg, the deadlift, 227.5 kg, and the overall total of 485 kg. While Dominic Terrell finished with 3 records in the 74 kg men's junior raw. The 19-year-old also got a record in the squat 207.5 kg, deadlift 272.5 kg, and the total in the division of 675.5 kg. 40-year-old Nigel Phillips, who claimed 2 first-place trophies with a win in the 93 men's open equip and the 93 kg men's Master 1 equip, led the record count with 6. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Turning our attention to some football news, Ryan Farias returned as president of the Rupununi Football Association following the annual general meeting held at the St. Ignatius Secondary School. Making up the executive, Ryan Farias, president, Curtis Buckley, first vice president, Troy Benjamin, secretary, and Deborah Alicock, the treasurer. Clubs present were Pyromac Warriors, Sun Parakeets, Tapachinga Rising Stars, Gladiators, Guyana Rush Saints, Terminators, Strikers, Snipers, Titans United, Shiri Shiri, and Far East United Sports Club. Meantime, 4 new clubs were admitted fully to the RFA, namely Makomako Football Club, Spartans Football Club, Rewa Sports Club, and Potternow Sky Kings Football Club. Still in football news, as the year winds down, the Guyana Football Federation is teaming up with PEGASUS Hotel to make this year-end Super 16 contest the best. $1 million was given to the GFF for this tournament on Monday. Set to be very competitive, the tournament will be featuring the top 8 GFF Elite League clubs who will tackle the top 8 clubs in the Regional Members Association starting December 15. The action is fixed for the Police Sports Club ground, LEARY, with the final set for New Year's Day. Pegasus owner Robert Badal handed over a check to the tune of $1 million to the head of the Guyana Football Federation, Wayne Ford, while reiterating that more should be done for sports in general. On receiving the money, Ford noted that it will go a far way in giving over 400 footballers the opportunity of showcasing their talents. The team, emerging as the winner on January 1, 2020, will be rewarded with $2 million, with the runner-up pocketing $1 million, while third and fourth places will attract purses of $500,000 and $250,000, respectively. Jadon Samuels, HGP Sport. Turning our attention to some cricket news as West Indies senior men's team prepared to defend their title in the highly anticipated T20 World Cup, the team is making some changes and recreating the squad.
West Indies are slowly getting the band back together under new management in the lead up to the tier T20 World Cup defense next year. Chris Gayle is on break and Andre Russell is still not fit enough to play international cricket. But Lendl Simmons is back as Kieron Pollard, who is now in charge of both the T20s and the ODIs teams, while Dwayne Bravo has hinted at coming out of retirement. Guyana Amazon Warriors opener Brandon King and CPL 2019 champion with Barbados Trident Hayden Walsh Jr., the top run getter and top wicket taker, respectively, in the T20 competition, were first tracked into the limited overs squad for the series against Afghanistan in India. Walsh Jr. has been picked for the wicket-taking threat he posed with his leg breaks, but he struggled for control against Afghanistan and proved to be expensive in both the ODIs and T20s. All eyes are also on Sunil Narine, who will return to the West Indies attack for the 3 T20s against India in the US and the Caribbean early this year. But a finger injury sustained during CPL 2019 has sidelined him from his tour of India. How will Captain Pollard fare is the question on the minds of West Indies fans. Pollard has led West Indies in only 8 internationals so far. 6 of those came against Afghanistan in the previous series. He is an unknown quantity as a captain at the international level, but he has much experience in franchise cricket. For HGP Sport, I am Stanford Howard.
Still in cricket news, as regional cricket comes to a close for this year, the issue of late payment of retainer salaries for franchise players still exists, with no deadline as to when the problem will be solved. The details in this report. In cricket news, another year comes to a close. However, there is trouble brewing among the franchise players who are calling out Cricket West Indies for the late payment of retainer salaries, a problem which they claim has existed for about a year. President of the West Indies Cricket Board, Ricky Skerritt, has admitted to media operatives that the problem exists, but warned that current cash flow issues with the organization meant that there was no short-term solution. To date, 90 cricketers fall under the retainer contracts but continues to face challenges with receiving their monies on time. Cricket West Indies boss Skerritt conceded that the problem will continue in the coming months, but noted that the governing body has communicated the situation to the respective franchises and is working to rectify the matter as soon as possible. Skerritt added that when he took up office, the board had a $22 million deficit, and it has been a difficult task to balance the books. However, the board is looking to pay off its debts and is cutting costs while at the same time investing only in cricket-related projects. Jamaica Scorpions, Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, Barbados Pride, Leeward Islands Hurricanes, Guyana Jaguars, and Windward Islands Volcanoes are paid monthly by Cricket West Indies. The 2020 regional season gets underway in January with the 4-day championships. JADON Samuels, HGP Sport. The Guyana Olympic Association, in collaboration with the International Olympic Committee, held a 4-day sports administrators course at their headquarters in Liliendal that concluded on Sunday afternoon. The program, that had 21 participants, featured a healthy course outlined with many topics inclusive of challenges facing sports, budget and money management, drugs and doping in sports, strength and conditioning in sports, sport and the law, mental health in sports, women in sports, sports nutrition, drugs along with doping and other topics. The course had numerous high-profile speakers throughout the 4 days, inclusive of Chief Justice Roxanne George, Attorney at Law Emily Dodson, Hector Edwards, Garfield Wilshire, and Charles Corbin. That concludes our cast for this evening. I'm JADON Samuels, reminding you as always, say yes to life, yes to sport, and no to drugs. Good night.